My name is Sid Johansen and I'm 14 years old. I live in Freedom and I go to Kittatinny Regional High School. My 4-H club is the Sussex County Goat Corporation and I have been doing 4-H for 8 years. I have been doing presentations for 8 years too. Today my presentation topic is going to be about karate. I've been doing karate for 9 years now and it really helped me make the person who I am today. In order to get your black belt, you have to go through 8 main types of belts, which are the white belt, the yellow belt, the orange belt, the blue belt, the green belt, and the brown belt, and then the black belt, which is in order to achieve your sensei title. In order to get through each one, you have to learn a certain kata, and a kata is a basic sequence of moves. Each kata is around 2 to 3 minutes, and it matters if you can get promoted or not based on your power, how strong it is, your speed, if you're perfect speed, not too fast and not too slow, and your form, each move perfect. They also count on how many times you mess up, so you gotta have a good memory in order to have it. Karate ain't no thing that can be easy. You have to have the good memory, and you have to have the dedication to do it too. In order to go through the katas, there are a couple of moves you have to know, the punches, the blocks, and the kicks. 3 of the basic punches are locations, and that's the only type we have. For example, we have the punch to the face, which is right at nose level. The punch to the solar flex, which is right where my cross on the heel, but it's right on the chest, and the groin, where it's right below the belt knot or right in between your legs. There also is a different type of punch called the vertical punch, which is you're hitting with this part of the knuckle, then with your middle finger and your ring finger's knuckles, and it's like you're holding a beer mug. We also have certain blocks, which are the high block, which is a blocking from a punch on top, a middle block, which you're hitting with the bone right here, and you're blocking the punch, and a low block. You're moving the hand so it doesn't hit you, and you're hitting with this side, the side of your arm. There's also an open middle block, which is the same thing, but it's used to grab on to do an uppercut or a knee kick. There are also a ton of different types of kick, such as the front kick, which is all your toes pointing up, the roundhouse kick, which you're hitting with the top of your foot. There's the back kick, which you're hitting with the heel. There's the side kick, which you're hitting with the blade of your foot. There's the side thrust kick, which is like a black belt, which is like a back kick, but you're stepping up to get more momentum. You're also hitting with the heel of your toe. There's also the crescent kick, which is mostly used for blocking. And then last but not least is the knee kick, which is mostly used, for example, for the open middle block, and pull them into your grasp. Also, in certain kinds of the belts, there are also weapons that you have to use. One of the weapons we have, each of the weapons are based on certain farm tools, is the sai. Thanks, Dad. The sai is a 3-pronged tool, which is mostly used to get the weapon out of the grass, such as if someone strikes with the sai, you can get it right here, and it's yours now. It's also used to break the neck, or when you're doing this, get it right there with the curve, and pop their neck out. These are also weapons from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that I bet all you guys seen. And these are probably one of my favorite weapons. They're cool, and they're really nice. The next weapon I have is the tumfas. The tumfas are these wood handles as an extension of your arm to get stronger and more momentum on your strikes. And it's also for stronger blocks, such as here, if someone comes, it's not going to hurt as much as if someone comes just like that. And they're also used as an extension, like I said. For example, what's going to be more range? This or this? This is a lot stronger, and these are pretty strong weapons. The next weapon I have is the bow, the kamas, which is basically used to sweep the leg. These are kamas, and they're mostly used to sweep the leg. For example, you can sweep right here and pull it out to get it out. You can also strike it in their ribs and pull it out. These are probably the most gruesome weapons we have, and these are probably the sharpest. So don't touch the blade. Next I have the bow. The bow is a really cool weapon, and it acts as a bigger extension of your arm, such as thrust, the stronger blocks, and there's also a lot of cool things you can do with them, such as a lot more stronger hits. This is the really cool one, and this is the one you most often see the most. Such as farmers can use as branches, and they can use hoes. Next weapon we have is the nunchucks. These are cool ones, and basically their point is to knock them out, to stun them, rather than to put devastating strikes. You can also catch a hand if you catch it just right, and you can curl it in to catch it. These are the ones most people think of, because there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with them, such as, where you can go. There's not really many purposes of it, but it's a really cool weapon nonetheless. We also have the swords, which I was not able to bring with you today, but they are very sharp, and they're probably very deadly, but they're not really practical purposes. Lastly, I have the screama sticks. And these ones are basically like the bow, where you can get branches, and they're mainly used to strike. You mostly use them against someone else fighting with it, so that it's like smashing onto it, and it's a really cool weapon. I like it. They're like the tumpas and the bow at the same time, because it's a lot easier to strike with it than the bow, but then again, you don't get as much momentum. Next, I will be showing you one of my katas, so that you guys can see. I will be starting and ending with a bow, which is a sign of respect to my opponent. And I also will be doing a meditation to get me in the zone and to get stronger and more focused blocks. This is probably one of my favorite katas to do. And next I will be doing a weapon kata. So the next kata I will be doing is a bow kata, which is probably one of the coolest and my favorites. So, next I'm going to be doing is a board break, which is one of the ways we show our power by the thickness of the board and how strong it is. I do not have a wooden one, so today I will be using a plastic one because of the pandemic. And as you can see from my lovely apprentice, these are very sturdy. They're not going to break that easy, okay? They're 2 inches thick, which is very thick. My apprentice will now hold it. I will also be testing it twice just so I get in them, so I know it's perfect. Ah, God, ready. Alright, sorry about that. I was just demonstrating how thick they are and how hard they were. And my hands are also close. Alright, so now I'm doing it for real.
Oh,
Thank you, my lovely apprentice.
you're welcome.
Now's my dad. Now you can see how strong I am. I should be on the next Avengers. So, in addition to all the katas, there are also some breathing exercises that we have to do in order to get our muscles tense and ready. For example, in one of our katas, every move, for example, when we're doing a move, we're tense, breathing out. But when we're doing it, when we're getting ready for a move, for example, loading up for a punch, we do it breathing in, and doing it quickly. For example, it helps us get in the mood, and if someone tries to hit us there, well, it's not going to end good for them. We do this. We have about 4 of those katas, and each one requires intense focus and in total control. These are probably the hardest katas we know. And Sanshin, the kata we learned very late up, used to be our first one. I'm not going to be doing a breathing kata because those are pretty boring, and who wants to listen to me breathe for 10 minutes? In order to do that, we also have the principles of the black belt. And it goes like this. As a dedicated student in the martial arts, I will develop the principles of black belt, which are courtesy, honesty, integrity, perseverance, indomitable spirit, self-control, loyalty, humility, and sportsmanship. Those are the 9 principles of the black belt that we know, and that's what every black belt lives up to. We also have a motto of our school, which is, we are a black belt school. We are motivated, we are dedicated, we are on a quest to do our best. Asa! In conclusion, karate is a great sport for building up your cardio, and I have kids. It's good for all ages, kids and adults. For example, I have adults just starting, and I have kids who are just starting too. It's great. It also helps teaches women self-defense and everyone self-defense, weapon defense, and helps learn a whole branch of things in order to help you in a fight. I have achieved being an advanced teacher advanced sensei who helps everyone learn. I have made on the demo team for 4 years now, which is an advanced part of my school. I have been in tournaments for 5 times, and 5 of those tournaments I won. And I'm proud to say that each one is in not just sparring or kata, it's in both, to show that I am multi-compatible. In our tournaments, we battle against multiple people, and it's in like a bracket system, so we don't battle the same person and win. We battle multiple opponents, such as 5 of them. In the katas, we get rated by 6 senseis of the advanced, the highest rank, who judges us and gave us a point system from 5 to 10. I'm sorry about all the delays. I'm not really good on camera, and my mom keeps having to pause it. I'm sorry. Anyone that's interested in karate, I'll be glad. Contact me. I'll bring you in as my special guest. You'll enjoy all the fun rewards and exclusive benefits that you get from doing karate that you can't get anywhere else, such as the cardio workout and everything else. Pause it, don't. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope we can get together in some in-person hopefully we can get together in 4-H and instead of doing this video stuff.